Wih, apa kau main tu?
Oi Now.
Tenang, apa tu?
Mana tahu? Oi Now merupakan game yang baru dicipta
Untuk memudahkan pelajar untuk mengeluarkan maklumat-maklumat yang penting semasa menjawab soalan mengenai logic gate.
Bah, apa tunggu lagi?
Download sekarang.
But wait, what is OI now? Well, let me tell you about it. OI now is an innovation to tackle the problem where students claim that logic gates were the trickiest out of all the topics in computer science. Thus, this project helps those students to solve logic gates questions in a more fun, quick, and easily accessible way. OI now is a method to solve logic gate questions. For now, I am going to talk about 3 simple logic gates, which are AND gates, OR gates, and NOT gates. These logic gates involves inputs, which are zeros and ones, where 0 represents false and 1 represents true. For AND gates, all inputs must be 1, so that the output would be 1. Otherwise, it would be 0. For OR gates, at least one of the inputs must be 1, so that the output would be 1. For NOT gates, it would simply just inverse the input, where 1 becomes to 0 and 0 becomes to 1. These logic gates can be expressed using Boolean expression. For example, this logic gate here can be expressed as the following: y equals to a dot b, where a and b are the inputs and y is the output. This Boolean expression can also be acquired through text. For example, Ali will go shopping if he has free time and has money. This is where OI now signs. OI here means output and input. We differentiate the output and the inputs from the question. Here the keyword is if. Before if is the output, while after if are the inputs. Now means not and or, which are referring to the logic gates. Here you can see that in the question, AND is used between the two inputs, which are having free time and have money. Thus, we will use AND gate. For the Boolean expression, finally, the Boolean expression will be written as follows: y equals to a dot b, where y is Ali will go shopping, a is him having free time, and b if he has money. If both of the inputs are true, where he has money and he has free time, then the output will be true, where he will finally go shopping. That's all for OI now and logic gates.
Now you know a little bit about OI now and logic gate. Let's move on to the end.
At first, it was just a method to help students to understand and solve logic gate questions. Then, we had the idea of making it as a standalone app.
We successfully achieved the objectives of our project. This game is very fun, quick, and easily accessible to all students.
So this is how the app went through numerous versions until we get the most stable version of this app. This is how the playtesting session that has been done by other students.
This is the official launch of our project OI now.
Apa perasaan kau pas roaming? Apa yang kau dapat?
Ya, masalah logic gate ya. Cara bagaimana expression secara susun apa yang kita tahu. Sangat senang memahami. Walaupun saya belajar komputer.
After finalizing this app, we learned a lot, especially on feedback. And what is next for OI now? If we ever intend of developing it more, there were a lot of challenges that we faced. including technical error when we developing it using G-Develop. And at the end of the day, we just a team of college students and having fun making this innovation. The feedback we got was crucial during and after the development of OINOW. As shown previously, we have a chance to playtest the game in our classes and a few other classes. And finally, the official release of the app to the students in Labuan Matriculation College. The most criticized part during playtest was the interface of lever, where the button was unresponsive, inconsistent design choices, and no hints given to solve a question. When the app was released, it released well, where students mostly want the OINOW method to cover more complex logic gap and some overlooked detail that needed to be fixed. The response from students give us hope in this innovation success, and when the time is right, we will make another version. But for now, how about you go and experience this app yourself? And thanks for watching until the end. Bye!